As you know by now, I'm sure, from all the blatant advertising I've been doing for my new book, Photoshop Finishing Touches, coming soon. It's all about edge effects and finishing touches. Well, here's something I discovered just today, after, of course, the book's already off, and I thought, ooh, I could have included this in the book. But here it is to you at no extra charge, just a nice little bonus effect for you. It's very simple to do, and one of the things I really like about it, it's very transferable. And the first thing to do is just start off with any old selection. As you'll see in a moment, doesn't really matter, but for whatever reason it seems like you have to do it this way. Start with a selection. Let me make my layers palette just a little smaller. And we're going to add a hue saturation adjustment layer. We're going to click the colorize button and then play around with the hue and the saturation. So we just get a nice kind of a warm tone like this. This is where, of course, you could play around with all different types of settings, and then I click OK. And then we're going to go with the layer mask still selected and add an inner glow. We're going to make some important changes to this dialog. First of all, we're going to change the blend mode to normal. We're not going to use a glowy color like they normally have. We're going to use a much darker, close to black color. And the keys to make this work is to make the size bigger. And then if you wish to, I found just by playing around that I like the look of this contour. So we can make it something like this, and of course you can play around with the opacity however you like, just like that. Now, for whatever reason, like I said, I had to do it this way, but I don't really want it. I mean, I suppose you could leave it this way if you wanted that weird kind of border around the outside. What I really want is this to be an outside border, so I'm just going to fill this entire layer mask with white, and look at that, I have a nice border effect, just like that. And like I said, the very cool part about this is if you wish to, just click and drag onto another photo. It won't match up at first, of course, because the way the layer mask works. But again, all I have to do is take that layer mask, fill it with white, and then you're done. Let me collapse this down. You can see how easy that was to do. And of course, you're done, but you're not done in the sense this is still an adjustment layer, so you can easily adjust it. As you can see, very easy to do, but I think it has some interesting possibilities. Here's another interesting possibility. I think of this. I've taken the same effect onto this photo. I've made a selection, and on my layer mask, if I fill that with black to take away the effects of the adjustment layer, not only do I get one area in color, whoops, can't save it yet, but I also get this really interesting double-edged black edge thing. Well, you get the idea, but as always, the sky's the limit. It's up to you to experiment. That's for this week. I'm Dave Cross. I shall see you next time.